Hello Libra, this is your February forecast. So this month starts out with a bang with a full moon in Leo happening in your 11th house. So this full moon up here in Leo is actually very close to Jupiter as well. So I'm anticipating that this is going to be a time of great emotion and maybe quite a lot of drama, because Leo certainly likes drama. And with it being up here in your 11th house, Libra, I think that you may find that you maybe meet some very interesting new people. Maybe your emotions run high with some of your friends. It will be a great time for looking at your plans for this year, what you've got planned out, how are things going? I know only a month of the new year has gone, but this full moon is really shining a light now on your dreams and wishes. What are you hoping for yourself this year? And is there anything that maybe needs to be adjusted in your plan for this month? And remember that always with a full moon in Leo, there's a strong possibility of meeting somebody who you feel very passionately about. So it could be an inspirational person that you see speaking, or you go and hear somebody that's really special, or maybe you are going to be the inspiration for others. But this full moon can certainly bring a lot of inspiration and a feeling of upliftment. Now, we've got for the first 11 days of the month, we've got Mercury Retrograde in your 5th house. And so for these first few days of the month, first almost couple of weeks, good time to reflect on anything creative, any of your hobbies, anything you love to do. Maybe reflect on, maybe how could I make some money with my creativity? It's also a time to reflect on children. If you've got children, you might be thinking about them. There may be some decisions to be made with young people. And also, you may be reflecting on a romantic relationship. Yes, where's it going? Where do I want it to go? Those kinds of things. And then after that, on the 12th, then Mercury goes direct. So everything that you've been thinking about, maybe with your own business, self-employment, a relationship, a love relationship, children, your creativity, then it's time to move forward with it. So good time for researching during the retrograde, and after the 12th, then start moving forward with all the things that you thought you were going to be doing. Because if you try and do it during the retrograde, you may find there are obstacles and just things sticking and not going as fast as you'd like them to. And for much of the month, we've got this Sun in the 5th house as well. So Libras, this is just a nice time, especially the first 18 days of the month, to do anything that you enjoy. It's shining a light. The sun only comes round once a year to each of the houses. So it's shining a light on this wonderfully joyous 5th house. It's the house of joy. It's the house of the heart. It's the house of entertainment. So make sure you're including that as well, particularly for this first 2.5 weeks of the month. And then on the 19th of the month, we've got a new moon happening here in this 5th house. So a lot happening for you Libras. New moon, new beginnings, new romance, new business opportunity. You may even decide you're going to do something a little bit speculative. Obviously do your due diligence first, but this new moon is new beginnings, so new children, new business, new creative projects, new intention to have more joy and pleasure in your life. All those things are beautifully aspected by this new moon in your 5th house. And Venus and Mars for the first part of this month are in your 6th house, so this is a good time for until about the 20th of the month. Good time for anything where you need to do something with respect to your work area. Maybe there's been some ups and downs while Venus and Mars come together in this area. You can make peace. And of course, Venus, your ruler, you sure love peace. And then after that, on the 20th, 21st of the month, we've got Venus and Mars coming and joining Uranus in your 7th house. Libras, relationships, relationships. If you're not in one, you're going to want one. You're going to want relationships. There's going to be a big focus on anything connected with people in your life. And I would say that with Uranus there, you could have a surprise. So it could be a surprise friendship, it could be a surprise business relationship, but somebody probably when you least expect it coming into your life. So be open for those surprises, be open to meet new people, especially from about the 21st of the month. And on the 25th of the month, we've got the Sun and, sorry, before that, yes, on the 19th of the month, the Sun comes into your 6th house of work, and on the 25th we've got Sun and Neptune together. So Venus and Mars have moved on, as I've covered, and then there's this lovely aspect of Sun-Neptune in your 6th house of work. So this, at the end of the month, lovely time for anything very creative to do with your work, but also good for healing. Sun and Neptune together gives you an inspiration as any kind of healing you need, emotionally, physically. There'll be an inner message showing you what you need to achieve the calm that many of you, I think, are looking for, especially with Uranus opposite your sign still going on. There's lots of bumps and waves going on, and this can actually be a very soothing energy. I need to alert you that there is a possibility that you're not seeing a work situation clearly enough. Sometimes Neptune fogs things, so just make sure that if you're getting a feeling that something doesn't feel right, then trust that intuitive message. So, as you can see, Libras, big focus, 5th, 11th houses this month, and the 6th and 7th. So it's the relationship houses and the work houses that are being triggered. So I hope that you have a wonderful month. I'm broadcasting to you here because most unexpectedly I had bought a new bed a couple of months ago, and I thought that everything would be fabulous with a new bed, but it turns out there were fleas inside that new bed. So the exterminators are in. I've had to evacuate to a hotel room, which is very nice and cozy. So right now I'm broadcasting to you from my hotel room. And I wish you a great month. Be flexible, be mutable, go along with the flow. I'm sure as hell learning to do that. Bye for now.